Good evening, everyone.
Wait, we're not live yet.
Well, they can clap if it's not live.
Oh,
I
yes,
thought
for sure.
she's very strict.
Okay, Madam Mayor, we are live.
Great, thank you very much. And welcome everybody tonight to our special City Commission meeting certifying the election results and swearing in ceremony. Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. Can we have the roll call, please?
Mayor Betty Resch,
Here.
Vice Mayor Christopher McVoy,
Here.
Commissioner Sarah Maliga,
Very present.
Commissioner Kim Stokes,
Here.
Commissioner Reynaldo Diaz.
Here.
Thank you. Pledge of Allegiance will be read by Sarah Malega. We have a couple of resolutions. Do we have the city attorney to read them? Well, we don't really need to read them. Let's see, the first resolution is Resolution 09-2024, certifying the results of the March 19th, 2024 municipal general election. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 13-2024, certifying the results of the April 2nd, 2024 municipal runoff election. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. I guess we're done then. No, first, I want to, we have some comments from Kim Stokes, our outgoing commissioner. And I just want to say, we all wish you well. We hope that, I personally hope that you have, that there'll be a place for you in the city. People just don't disappear.
Never.
And you have a very active interest in so many things. So please continue to work with us.
I will.
Thank you.
Sure.
And now we have some comments by Kim Stokes.
Just short and sweet. I just wanted to, this has been an honor the last 3 years. So I am very committed to this town. I will not be going anywhere.
Good.
And ever since I returned to Lake Worth High School in 2004 to teach and coach students, I've been very committed to finding ways to give back to the community. The last 3 years, it happened to be city commissioner. The next 3, who knows, but I will be giving back. And I will continue to advocate for this community. I've learned a lot in the last 3 years along the way, and have met a lot of amazing people and true leaders that advocate for those who can't advocate for themselves. So I look forward to growing those relationships as I move into the next stage of my journey and continue to serve here. There is a lot of work to be done. I do want to be part of it. And I honestly have wished nothing but the best for this town, its residents, its staff, its leaders. So, yeah, I'm not going away. Sorry.
I have a couple ideas for you anyway. We're going to talk about.
Okay. But I will be actually going away. Vacate my seat.
Just for a second, but I want to thank you. Let's all thank Commissioner Stokes right now. So, now we have the swearing in of the newly elected officials. Who's going to do that? Mr. Trusivia? Yay! Okay. Well, here I come. I, Betty Resch,
A citizen of the city of Lake Worth Beach.
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth.
Speak into the mic, yes, please.
They're so glossy.
Right in the middle.
Okay, do you want to start over?
I, Betty Resch,
I, Betty Resch,
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
the state of Florida,
of the state of Florida,
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
and being an officer
and being an officer
of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
and a recipient of public funds,
and a recipient of public
as
funds.
such officer,
As such
do
officer,
hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida
and the charter
and the charter
of the city of Lake
of the
Worth
city
Beach,
of Lake Worth Beach,
and that I am entitled to hold office
and that I am entitled to hold office
under the Constitution
under the
and
Constitution
the charter of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
and the charter of the city of Lake Worth
and
Beach,
I will faithfully perform
and I will faithfully perform
all the duties
all the
of
duties
the office of mayor
of the office of mayor
of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
which I'm about to enter.
of which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, there's your pen. You're signing. Thank you very much.
Glenn and I have been friends for over 30 years, so he's taking a little joy in.
We were 9 years old when we started.
Very young.
About 30 years.
Just nine.
And next we have
Next.
No, but it seems
Next up, we have Commissioner Malega.
Let's see. Oh, the two.
Oh, look at that, we're getting
Julie,
fancy
second feedback now.
Oh,
okay?
fine. Oh, perfect.
Well, you were the test bunny, it's okay.
I, Sarah Maliga,
I, Sarah Maliga,
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
the state of Florida,
the state of Florida,
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
and being an officer
and being an officer
of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
and a recipient of public funds,
and a recipient of public funds,
as such officer,
as such officer,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
and the charter of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
and the charter of the city of Lake Worth Beach.
and I am entitled to hold office
I am entitled to hold office
under the Constitution
under the Constitution
and the charter of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
and the charter of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
and I will faithfully perform
and I will faithfully perform
all the duties of the office of Commissioner,
all the duties of the office of Commissioner,
District 1,
District 1
of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
of the city of Lake Worth
and
Beach,
which I'm about to enter.
of which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Up next, we have Commissioner for District 3, Mimi May.
So since you're third, you have to do it off memory.
Okay.
Oh, you've heard it already. This is a test.
Oh, my memory. Yes. I, Mimi May,
I, Mimi May,
a citizen
a
of
citizen
the city of Lake Worth
of the
Beach,
city of Lake Worth
the
Beach,
state of Florida,
the state of Florida,
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of
and
America,
being an officer
and being an officer
of the city of Lake Worth
of the
Beach,
city of Lake Worth Beach,
and a recipient of public funds,
and a recipient of public funds,
as such officer,
as such officer,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly
or
swear
affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I'll support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
and the charter
and the charter
of the city of Lake
of the
Worth
city
Beach,
of Lake Worth Beach,
and that I am entitled to hold office
and that I'm entitled to hold office
under the Constitution
under the Constitution
and the charter of the city of Lake Worth
and the
Beach,
charter of the city of Lake Worth Beach,
and that I will faithfully perform
and I will faithfully perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of Commissioner,
of the office of Commissioner,
District 3
District 3
of the city of Lake Worth
of the
Beach,
city of Lake Worth
on
Beach,
which I'm about to enter.
of which I'm about to enter.
Oh, there you go. There you go. It's official.
Now you're official.
Now I'm official.
Your name tag is up there. Come on up, Ms. May.
You know what you just signed, you just bought one in the house.
I'll try and like the 10.
Or at least lunch. Welcome. Welcome aboard.
So weird.
Welcome to paradise.
Yeah, right?
So close. Now we're going to have some comments by the newly elected officials. I go first, and I'm not going to take much time. It's hard to run for office. It takes a lot out of you and your family and your friends and everyone that supports you. But tonight, I just want to thank everyone for the opportunity to continue to serve our city for 3 more years. It is truly an honor and a privilege and a joy to do so. Like Ms. Stokes said, over the past 3 years, I have made the most amazing friendships. I have met so many people I never would have met otherwise, and I think we're all working to make this city a safer, cleaner, prettier, more fun place to live, and I intend to help with that along the way. I have a special thank you for my constant supporters. You know who you are. My helpers, my sign waivers, my phone callers, the generous financial support which made this possible. I want to thank my wonderful and supportive husband, Lou, who's in the back there. Lou is the secret that makes my life possible. He is the most supportive. He takes care of me. He keeps our nest feathered so I can flit around. And I truly thank you for that. You're the sweetest thing that ever happened to my life. I love you. You're my constant and my rock. And I also want to thank my sister Barbara, who's also a Lake Worth resident, South J Street, who is an amazing florist, oh, by the way, who brought we three, these beautiful tulips tonight. Thank you very much, Barbara. Very much appreciated. The next 3 years will be busy ones. We have set, the last 3 years, we had an interesting 3 years, and now we've set the stage for a few things that are coming up. Some great things are coming into the city. We have a lot to do. The budget process is really, we're going to be focusing, we're starting earlier this year with the budget process so that we don't have late, like what do? We have a lot to do and not much to do it with. So the budget process is going to be starting soon. And I think I've heard a lot, God knows, we hear a lot from our citizens. We have no shortage of opinions in this city, and that's a good thing. We have to do priorities. One of the things we have to raise the salary, the pay of the people that work for the city. Our staff is hardworking, dedicated, and underpaid. We've lost some employees, because they come here, they work a few years, they get experience, and then they get poached by other cities that pay more. So we have to find a way to pay our cities and to treat our employees a little bit better. And money is always a good incentive to do that. Infrastructure. We're going to be having a workshop on the 23rd, I think, about infrastructure and ARPA and all that. We have a workshop coming up, a special meeting coming up, actually, where the citizens will be able to have a voice in public comment. But our roads need work. It's no secret. I mean, every day it's a sad day when I don't get some sort of photograph of a pothole. And we have to work on that. We have not just years, we have decades of delayed maintenance. We have decades of never really having enough money to do everything that we want to do. I remember when I was city attorney in the 90s, we were talking about the same streets and the same problems. What we can accomplish will remain to be seen. What I'm asking all of our citizens who have opinions, who have sometimes founded in facts, sometimes not, if you want to know, and I learned this, it was part of the process of me becoming mayor. If you want to know, if you want to have an opinion about what's going on in the city, you have got to look at the agendas of the Planning and Zoning Board, the Historical Board, the City Commission, and find out what's on there, because there might be something that later you'll say, wow, how'd that happen? How'd they sneak that through? They didn't. They just did their jobs. So if we want to be an engaged citizenry, look at I watch the planning and zoning, I watch the meetings and I find out what happened before they came to us. So I ask you, before you criticize or have a second opinion, find out what the facts are, find out what the truth is. Lots of things get flung around all the time about the city did this or that person did that. Let's find out the facts before we start flinging things around. And it takes work. It really takes work. Term limits are going to create open seats. And that is something, and I've said it every time I have an opportunity to speak. People, everyone voted in term limits, we wanted term limits, but in order for term limits to work, people have to stand up and come forward and run for office. And it's hard. And what I'm asking everyone, if someone runs for office and you support them, really support them. Really call them and say, what can I do? Because people are busy. It's really hard to get a core of volunteers to do that. So, and I think we all need to work on, for the next coming elections, we all need to work on finding a support group, you know, for people who want to run. Let's help each other run. Positive things are happening in the city. I don't know how many of you watched last night, there was a video conference for the museum that wants to come, WOMOD. And this is a developer that is doing it right. He's engaging the citizenry. He's looking at the financial aspects of it. It's not just, I want a museum, it'll be really cool. He's a developer, he is a person of business, and he knows how that works, and we're very, very lucky to have him even considering our city. That's not the only thing that's coming to Lake Worth that's good. The Gulfstream is actually financed and sold and on its way. We have lots of stuff going on, and it's so much fun to be a part of it. And I'm honored. I'm honored to be here for the next 3 years. I can't thank you enough. The people that supported me, the people that didn't support me, I will work with everybody. We are one, and I get criticized for saying this, but I always say we are sort of one big dysfunctional family. But we are, and that's the fabulous thing about Lake Worth. You know, we've got our crazy uncles and our crazy aunts and our solid people and all that, but we all love each other, and if we can just keep talking to each other, if we can not yell at each other, if we cannot criticize each other, if we can somehow work and I'm criticized sometimes for being too easy, for being too, you know, want to make a mediation, an agreement. That's what leadership is. That's what leadership is running to up. We've got 5 very different personalities on this. We've got very engaged citizens. We've got big, important things ahead of us. So let's all work together. Everyone knows my cell phone number. Use it. I love you. I thank you. Have a great evening, and go Lake Worth Beach. Thank you. Next up, we have Sarah Malega's comments.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. You kind of touched on a lot of stuff, but first I want to say that I'm blessed, I'm humbled, and I'm honored to be reelected to serve as your city commissioner. I ran in 2018 because the community saw something in me that I didn't see. I lost, I stayed engaged, and that community encouraged me again to run 3 years later. And it's with the support of my wife, who's my rock, my wardrobe manager,
Yeah.
who keeps me in check on a daily basis and makes sure that I stay balanced. My family, my sisters, who every single year go, we're doing this again. You didn't learn the first time. But it's the supporters, it's the residents, it's the business owners, it's the people that you didn't have relationships with that you meet along the way, that I can look out in the audience now and say, I have a relationship with them. And you don't run for yourself, you run for the people who are behind you, for the people who believe in you. Has nothing to do, if you're running for yourself, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And you have to take your ego out of it. So I just want to say thank you to every person who donated 1 minute of time, $1 to my campaign, who believed in me, who stood by my side, who wanted to see me still sit up here and get the work done that needs to be done. The first 3 years, you spend 1 year learning.
Right?
You spend 1 year getting stuff done, and then all of a sudden you're up for election again. So you're really not done with some of the projects you've started. And to be able to sit here and say that I'm honored to serve with this mayor, and I said this earlier today, she has taught me so much about leadership and being dignified and not taking things personally, and really showed me in the last 3 years how to maintain myself, because if I had the gavel, I probably would have Donkey Konged some people. just being honest. I probably would have Donkey Kong myself and been like, what are you thinking? So she's just an amazing
Thank
leader,
you.
and I want to say I'm honored to serve with you for the next 3 years. I truly am.
Thank you so
And
much.
I don't put that out lightly. I really put my heart and my soul behind the current mayor and the leadership that we have. Our staff is above par, and no pun on my last name. But we will do everything to make sure that we can keep the people we have here. Our retention is the focus of this next budget, as the mayor had talked about. Our staff is some of the hardest working, biggest delivering staff in the entire state. We bring home awards. We have an award-winning CRA. We have a staff that wrote a $23 million grant for our infrastructure. We cannot let people go. We have to find ways to make more money, to improve the financial opportunities we have in this city, and to improve the quality of life for the people who are here and for those who want to come here. That is my commitment to this city and to the future of the city of Lake Worth Beach for the next 3 years. So thank you again, and I look forward to it.
And up next is Mimi May, Commissioner for District 3.
All right, it's not going to be as graceful as these ladies because I am
We'll be gentle.
First
You're
day
new.
up here. So, but the first thing that I wanted to do is to thank everybody that came out to vote. You know, it was 1,508 people who voted in the District 3 election, and 45% didn't vote for me, 55% did, but all of those that came out to vote participated in the process. And it is my humble honor to be sitting here tonight. And I pledge to you, whether you voted for me or not, or didn't vote, that I will give you everything that I have. I am really looking forward to learning from everybody up here. You know, I'm looking for a clean slate, a fresh start. You know, we have, I'm sure, differences of opinions, and I'm sure we're not all going to agree, but, you know, I promise to disagree respectfully, and I'm so excited to learn from the people that came before me, because that's, you know, I found that there's nothing in life that we're going to go through that somebody else hasn't gone through before. We just have to be humble enough to ask for help. And, you know, I've spent the last 26 years teaching middle school, so I can handle the chaos, but it's a little, obviously it's a little bit different. So I ask you to be patient. I ask you to be kind. I ask that if you have expertise that you would like to share, please share it with me. You know, my door will always be open. I will answer your phone calls. I will answer your emails. I look forward to not only working with the electeds, but working with the citizens and working with the staff. And, you know, I mean, I certainly know like 1/100th of the people that work in this city, but everybody so far has been so welcoming and so outgoing. And I'm so honored. I'm so blessed to be up here. Let's see. I want to just thank a couple people. My husband, Tom, isn't here. He is at school. He's getting a PhD, or at least that's what he said. So, but he's just like Betty's husband, where he kind of keeps everything at home running so that I can be here and be with you guys. I want to thank everybody on my campaign. You know what I thought was going to be the part that I wasn't going to like was the knocking on the doors. And that turned out to be my favorite part. And I met so many people in our district, and I look forward to meeting people from the other districts. And it was just so nice to hear common themes, common themes coming up. I love Lake Worth Beach. You know, this is an issue, but, you know, I'm so grateful for all of those conversations, and I don't want them to end just because the campaign and the election is over. You know, we need to keep those conversations happening, especially from people that aren't always necessarily sitting in this room. So that's going to be really important. I'm definitely going to find a time where I can meet at least monthly, you know, just have an open meeting, come talk to me, because that's why I ran. I ran as to be a voice for the citizens here in Lake Worth Beach. So with that, it's real. I've got my name tag up there, and here we go. Thank you.
Welcome aboard. At some point, I will be having a thank you party. I've got to go over how much money I've got left in my campaign fund. But there will be a party, a thank you party for the city, and I'll try to get the word out as much as I can because we are just a fabulous city. Thank you so much. Do I have a motion?
Motion to adjourn?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Well done.
Thank you.